Well, short-term rental property regulations have been troubling communities across the state over the past few years. The city of Marquette is one of those communities. Fox UP's Rachel Droz is here to tell us about a public forum held in the city tonight discussing regulations. Rachel, was anything resolved tonight?
Well, Justin, it doesn't seem a proposal to amend the zoning ordinance or make changes to the master plan will be coming anytime soon. Tonight, the Marquette City Planning Commission was asking for the public's input on how they think short-term rental and other rental properties in the city should be regulated. Websites like Airbnb and Vrbo have been gaining popularity over the past few years. They allow people to list and rent vacation and short-term rental properties in cities across the world.
Everything is changing into more of a sharing. You only use things for when you need them rather than the traditional models that we've all had for the last 100, 200 years. And the short-term rentals are just one example of that.
These websites may make traveling simple, but they do pose problems in local communities like the city of Marquette. After looking into regulating short-term rental properties, the city's planning commission realized they were dealing with something much bigger. In 2000, 47.7% of properties in the city were renter-occupied. By 2010, that number grew to 50.5%. Rental properties are needed, but right now, the commission thinks there are too many.
Statistically, we have more rentals than we'd really like, so we are trying to make them, maybe not control them, but contain them and make sure they're the right type of rentals.
Tonight at a public forum, the commission outlined a three-step plan they're working on to define and regulate these properties. They're looking at parking space minimums and maximums, minimum distance between rental properties, limits to the time of stay, and more.
A tourist is going to come and spend a little bit of money, but they're not going to come in and find a job and multiply money and really grow the economy from the ground up the way we want to have it happen.
Almost 100 people attended tonight's forum. Several people were for the regulations, a few were against them, and a handful were undecided. I was told by commissioners tonight that realtors and landlords are a couple groups who have been in favor of short-term rentals. They say citizens living near rentals that are out of hand have been pushing back about short-term rentals being allowed in the area. The commission will take the input heard tonight and continue to come up with a solution to regulate these rental properties.
And Rachel, sounds like they've been discussing this for a long time.
Yeah, 8 months in the works, and it sounds like it's not going to have an answer anytime soon. So we'll see what happens.
All right, thanks, Rachel.